Hello, everyone. And I almost want to do a little welcome to the very first Ethical Flooring LTD Fast Facts and Features. With me, the once upon a time reality brand ambassador for this incredible company, and now virtual brand ambassador. And we are going to, first of all, I think it's always important to interview the owners of the company. And I know you followers out there have seen their pictures out there, but there's nothing like, as they say, hearing it from the horse's mouth about what they're all about. So without further ado, I'd love to introduce you to Kevin and Tanya. And Kevin, let's just talk about how long you've had this incredible company, where you're located. Yeah, let's start there.
Sure. Yeah, thanks, Jeanette. That's it's a long story of Tanya and I's involvement in the flooring industry. It goes well before the beginning of ethical flooring, but we actually did start ethical flooring in November of 2012. It was a literal kitchen table company. Consisted of our table and a laptop, and that was the extent of it. And we had little 1 and 2 year old girls running around the table distracting us while we were trying to start this company. So yeah, it was a very interesting, very humble beginnings, and it's been a wild ride and a lot of fun since that point. So we officially opened the showroom in the summer of 2013. So we had about 9 months of just working from home and trying to put together the business that we could. We found our lease space. We were waiting to find a space that we could move into, and good quality showroom space in North Vancouver is not that easy to find. So we actually waited for the completion of the building that we eventually moved into. So it was under development. So when we moved in, there was trades running around. It was definitely a construction site, and it was an interesting start. So yeah, we officially opened summer of 2013. So I guess in a few months, it will be 8 years.
Wow. And so I would almost say that was the baptismal for you guys to understand what it was going to be like working with construction companies and on construction sites. Nothing like having to manage your own site before you take your talents and skills and manage your customer sites. So Tanya, what is your role in the company, please? Other than, I'm going to say Kevin's better half and the other good half of ethical flooring.
So that's definitely evolved. Like Kevin was talking about, 8 years ago, it was the two of us at a kitchen table while raising 2 kids at the same time. So between the two of us, we did everything together. It was from warehousing to sales to project management to accounting. Both of us had our hands in a bit of everything, trying to make it work, and it did work. And from there, our teamwork grew rapidly, and we started hiring staff and other project managers and warehouse people, and just growing it. And as that's happened, my job's gone from being everything to narrowing it down to just sales and accounting and bookkeeping for a while, to now we're getting even more narrow into I'm just doing full-time bookkeeping, because that in itself is a full-time job now, from where it was 8 years ago. So it's definitely changed and evolved. Still being hands-on in the company, still helping in terms of management and decision-making and all those things, but definitely most of my time is in administration at this point, because there's just so much of it. But yeah, it's been an exciting journey, going from here to here, and how much everything's evolved in that time.
So this may seem like the ultimate silly question, but Ethical Flooring and Design Center, where did that name come from, and the vision mission behind your name, Kevin?
Yeah, that's a big question. We could talk for quite a while on that, but I have no other way to say other than that the name was downloaded to us just in an instant. It became in that November of 2012, through a number of circumstances, it became apparent that we needed to leave where we were currently employed and start our own business. But it wasn't well thought out and planned. So we immediately decided, well, one of the first things you need for a new company is a name for a company. And, we went through a few things, but then all of a sudden just this word ethical flooring came down. And we went onto the provincial government registry website to see, surely somebody else had taken this name already. We thought it was fantastic. But we searched through, and I still remember that very moment when it came back saying that the name was available. And we jumped on it right away. And it was really, these were within a few weeks of even conceiving of the idea that we were going to start our own company. So everything was very fresh and very new. And, we had some very introductory ideas on what ethical flooring was going to be. But we knew we liked the name, and we knew that it fit the mission of what we were going to do, which was to really disrupt the way that the flooring industry had been done. So in myself, I had been in the industry for quite some time. I grew up in a family business, in the flooring business. We had brought Tanya on board within the last maybe 5 or 6 years before then. So we'd really kind of seen the inside of what we didn't like about the construction industry and the flooring industry more particular. So we knew we wanted to fundamentally change how we did things now that we were in control of the new company. And ethical flooring it was really the perfect name, because it's who Tanya and I are. Ethics is a key part of our character and who we strive to be. I mean, everybody falls short and nobody is perfect, but it is in fact, our driving personality trait of who we are as people. So the name fit very well. And as the company grew and decisions had to be made, and it was and always is a constant reminder, say, hey, we are ethical flooring, right? And everything that we do, it's written all over our paperwork, on our computer, on the outside of our building. There's no escaping what we've set ourselves out to be and what our mandate is. And it's, in that regard, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's a daily reminder of why we started this company.
And it's going to be a joy for me to share with the world and your followers and gain followers to share that story with you. So just to kind of wrap up today, Tanya, what does ethical flooring mean to you? And then I'll let everybody know how we're going to structure these next Wednesday at 2:00.
Yeah, for me, it's not a simple answer. Like, ethical is actually a complex answer. It's how we do business. It's our transparency. It's also the products we carry. Are they sustainable? Are they healthy choices? It's how we hire and how we treat our employees. Are we giving them a living wage? Are we giving them above a living wage? Are we making sure that they're all supported in everything they need? So it's not just about doing business or making money. It's about how do we run a business ethically in all facets, like not just one area. And that's always been our strive, is to be ethical in all areas and transparent in all areas. So there's a lot behind that word, and we take it very seriously.
I love that word, and it's just to kind of, even when you said running a decision through, okay, can I put my ethical stamp on this? Not just the ethical flooring stamp, but like that word on this is the decision for our customer. Ethical is a decision for, community, how we're taking and disposing the garbage that goes from a site. Is it being ethical? So I love that. So guys, that's just a teeny tiny taste. These are going to be about 8 to 10 minutes long. How we're structuring these, and this was with careful planning with Kevin and Tanya, is the first Wednesday is going to be a little conversation like this. So you guys get to know a little bit more and more about this incredible couple that are running ethical flooring. On the second Wednesday, we're going to have the suppliers, the carpet people, the window dressing people, the glues that are used. So we're going to educate you with the suppliers that they use and how they have been chosen to be partners with this incredible company. The third Wednesday, we're going to meet some of the team. Who are the project managers? Who is the warehouse person? Who is the showroom person? Who is running parallel to Tanya when she's not around for accounting? So you understand who the faces of this particular company is. And the last Wednesday, the last Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday, we're going to give you some features. What's the showroom look like? What's on special? What's not on special? Just walking around the showroom and introducing you to. So from the comfort of your own home, you'll want to learn about ethical, so then you'll drive your car and build this relationship with this incredible company. So thank you so much, Tanya and Kevin. And once again, I'm so grateful that we figured this out in this this day and age, and how we can continue to share your story out there, and my crazy idea of how I can continue to help and support you guys. And one of the things, guys, that I really, really miss, and maybe I'll contact my interior design students. There was a couple of 3 or 4 times that I brought British Columbia interior design students over to do their practicum knowledge for the carpet and the hardwood floor. And that was always a lot of fun. And we definitely put a lot of aha moments in those interior designers, because
for sure,
there's a perception of this out there in the flooring world. And you guys definitely bring it back to what's right and what is ethical. So thank you so much, guys, those that tuned in live. And if you are watching this on the replay, feel free to put some comments into the comment box, because Kevin and Tanya are incredibly transparent, and they'll make sure that any questions are answered. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you back again next Wednesday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for Fast Fact and Features.